Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing on this Saturday, April 26th? Thank you for joining me, Stacy Jones, for another edition of Vacation Makeover. So I know we're doing this every other week, so I've missed you all. I've been really, really super busy just growing the business. Everybody wants to book vacations and cruises for this year, for next year. So I am back just to share with you another vacation that I had a chance to make over. I'm not even sure if it was a makeover because they didn't really plan it. But I do like to share with you the time savings and cost savings if you partner with a certified travel agent to book your travel. Because, certainly when I work with my clients, it's not just simply booking their vacation because anybody can do that, right? But you're going to get things that you wouldn't normally get. I do have access to additional perks that you may not see out there on the consumer side of things. Just added little tidbits, and plus, I take personalized service to a whole nother level. As you all know, I had some clients go to Vietnam, and literally, I had my phone on a special ringtone just for them to use and access me at any time during their travel. When they got done with their day at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 6 o'clock the day before here in US time in the morning. And I know there was not one time that my client called or texted me that I did not respond to them in 5 minutes. And that is something I pride myself on doing. I feel anytime that someone entrusts me to create a vacation package for them, that I need to be with them every single step of the way. That's what you're paying for, to have me in your hip pocket, literally on speed dial on the phone. Okay, so let me get off my soapbox. All right, so vacation makeover. There was a couple that found me on Google. Oh, here's another soapbox. Thanks for the free marketing, Google. And you can find me. I hope you can see it. Maybe I chose the wrong color, but AB&J Travel Agency, and I always put parentheses in Cincinnati. Cincinnati is where I started my business, so I do have that out there. It is a vacation getaway, I would say, for two because they're only going for 3 days and 2 nights. An all inclusive resort. They wanted to go to the Dominican Republic. Their budget was 5,000 max, so $2,500 each, and that was max. They made that very clear. Travel dates was actually November 21st through the 24th of November, which is the weekend before Thanksgiving. So I guess if they're like me, our holidays are fast and furious. They just wanted to decompress before the holiday season rolls in, and I don't blame them. And they were looking for something where they could do a low deposit and possibly pay over time. So let's get started and see what we were able to find them. I picked the Royalton Splash Punta Cana. It's an all-inclusive resort, and they also have a casino. And this is in the Dominican Republic. So it is a luxury room. I believe it's facing the bay, not the ocean. But I picked this particular resort for multiple reasons. First reason, I'll tell you them as I go. We go through everything that we did. But the first reason was that I know with my supplier, we were able to offer them $300 in resort credits to enhance their stay. So if you're a gambler, you're already starting with 300 bucks and you don't even have to come out of your pocket. To me, that was a no-brainer. Okay, hook, line, and sinker. If the female traveler wanted to do something spa, maybe they could split it. He could gamble, or they could both gamble, or what have you. But I thought that that was an added bonus. Now, this is the type of things that may not always be available, which actually not may. I know that they're not available for consumers. They may offer a resort credit to you as a consumer not partnering with a travel agent, but not as much. So they are getting $300 in their pocket from the RIP, just going with this particular resort, all inclusive resort. So now I got to get them to the resort. So we did book their airfare with American Airlines. I chose this itinerary to give them the most amount of time because, again, they are only staying that weekend, Friday, Saturday, and then they are coming back Friday. They're leaving Friday and they're returning on Monday. So it is a weekend trip. So Friday morning, I want them on a flight as early as possible at 5:30 in the morning, and they are going to get to the Dominican Republic at 4:30 in the afternoon, same day. Now, they are going to be about 30 minutes from the resort. So, of course, they've got to get from the airport to the resort. Ding, ding, ding. Another bonus. This particular hotel offers complimentary transportation, even though it's a half hour, from the airport to the resort. Now, I'm going to bust a myth right here, so I will say it slowly. Not all-inclusive resorts offer complimentary transportation from the airport to the hotel. So don't assume that. If you're out there booking your own travel, I can tell you for a fact, not all hotel resorts, all-inclusive resorts offer that. You think, yeah, it's all-inclusive, they're going to pay. No, that's not the case. So there's another myth buster for you. And then I have them returning. Obviously, they said they needed to return by Monday. So we are going to come back on Monday, November 24th. They're checking out at 10, I believe 10:30 from that particular resort, and their flight leaves at 2:30. So I'm not sure about you, but when I go on vacation, especially a quick getaway, I'm trying to stay there as long as possible. So that's what I did. And they're coming back at a modest hour, which is going to be at 10:48, I believe, that they are landing. Yes, at CVG. So we've gotten them from Cincinnati to the Dominican Republic and at a resort. And we do have shared transportation that's included with the hotel. And we address that. So that's a couple of reasons why I chose the particular resort. One, they are getting a $300 resort credit right off the bat for booking at that hotel. Two, their transportation to and from the airport is included. It is not an additional cost. And then three, you'll get a chance to see when I share the next video. They are younger travelers and they're 20 something, and I get a chance to call them younger because I am going to be 52. So they are young. So they wanted to be able to be big kids and not get in trouble. Because if you go to an all-inclusive adults only resort, sometimes the feel is you can't be a big kid. I mean, you can be a big kid, but modestly be a big kid. I'm not sure if that makes sense. So I picked this resort for them, and they were very, very happy. So I know you all are saying, all right, Stace, it's 10 after. Let's check out where you put them. Let me see. No, actually, we get a chance to see how much all of this is going to cost my clients. Drum roll, please. Da, 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 da. That's the best drum roll I can do. Voila! So this particular all-inclusive resort getaway for two is only going to cost $2,376.73. Now, this is over half. So, half of the amount that they thought they were going to pay, they are going to be paying with using my services, using the travel agent portals that I have access to create this weekend getaway. So that's saving them $2,623.27. And if I really wanted to toot my own horn, I actually saved them $2,923.27 because they are getting a $300 resort fee credit. So, for they're saving 3,000. So I don't know. You all can do the math, and I'm super super excited if we read on the deposit. When I was working with them, was going to be due a couple of days later. When we ran the numbers, and it was a $500 deposit. So this particular vacation for these two young travelers, they were able to put a $500 deposit down, no credit check. I don't need their social security number. I don't need whatever Priceline asks or all the other booking portals for you to come up with the deposit and pay later. None of that. That is all given because that is what is extended to me as a certified travel agent. So everybody, I'm sure you want to know what's the balance. So after $500, they go ahead and pay. Their full payment of $1,876.73 will be due on October 7th. It's typically anywhere from 45 days before your travel is when the balance is due, if I'm able to do this working with the suppliers. Now, I already did the math, so there's no need to get the calculators out because we all know I'm not a mathematician, but I did it early. So if we take this $1,876.73 and to the time from April 16th through the 7th of October, that's 25 weeks that they have to pay on their vacation. So let's break it down a little bit more because I'm a simple, very simple person, especially since my stroke. So that breaks down to $75 per week or $150 every other week, depending upon how you get paid. So for those of you who feel like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to take an all-inclusive vacation or getaway to the Dominican Republic, there's no way that I can afford it. I hope this is proof in the pudding that you can afford it. It might take a little bit of advanced planning, but all you have to do is give me the dates, give me the times, give me your budget, and let's see what we can do. So for this, these two travelers, they're going to go to the Dominican Republic from the 21st of November to the 24th of November for $500 down, paying the balance by October 7th, which breaks down to about $75 a week. Now, I know you all are all curious. Yeah, I bet she put them in a nice little gritty, nobody would ever want to stay there at the resort. Well, you all can always fact check me out there on Google, go to the website, but I did it for you, so we don't have to do that. Plus, I always like looking at these videos because, like one of my other business partners said, travel agents have a bucket list that is never ending because every time we plan travel, we add that destination to our bucket list. So yeah, this is getting added as well. So let's check out the resort that this couple is going to be staying at.
A vacation with Norwegian Cruise Line is so much more because there's more included. What?
Voila, there we have it. So, I'm not sure. I'm super excited. I'm ready to go. And like I said, I'm going to be adding that to my bucket list. But anyway, we are going on almost 20 minutes, and I always promised you I'm going to try to keep it under 30 minutes. This was quick and fast because I didn't have to do the comparison. But this is my little gift to you, just to share with you all what is possible. If you like it, please heart me, make a comment, something, join my group, Travel Dreams Real Made Real. And I just changed the name of the group, so sorry. Yeah, join my group, Travel Dreams Made Real. It'll give you some destinations, some travel travel tips and tidbits. And again, this is my mission, just making sure that people have a chance to see the world. I don't want anyone to wait until it's late and say I coulda, woulda, shoulda took that trip to Paris or wherever it might be. I just want everybody to know that you can do it today. So that's my gift. You all have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Hope to talk to you soon. If you have any questions, certainly feel free to reach out to me directly. All right, take care, everyone. God bless. Bye bye.